Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Unmaking a Mess with Darlene Morgan, where I have created a lot of messes, I've been in a lot of messes, and thanks to the grace of God, I am absolutely still here. And so that tells me that God has a purpose for me, and I know that He has one for you too. I mainly write and record from a single mom perspective, but I really hope that I am reaching a wide audience. A lot of my work is based off life experiences in hopes that, I'm helping somebody out there or relating to someone as well. And that way we can all understand that, we all have something in common. Something is bound to happen that is going to affect each and every one of us. And so, anyway, there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This is literally the fourth time. Let's see, Wednesday, and then I did, yeah, this might actually be the fifth recording on this particular subject that I wanted to talk about. So maybe there's something to be said about that. Maybe God doesn't want me to talk about it. But what I have to tell you is that I recorded one on Wednesday and it was absolutely frantic and dramatic. It was true to heart of what I was feeling that particular day, which is what I want to do. I want to have the guts to open up my phone and just say, I am having a bad day, and I'm going to tell you about it right here and now. And so guess what? That's what I did Wednesday. And guess what? I didn't post it. It's not cowardly. I don't know what it is. I guess I listened to it again, and maybe it's just me not ready to share that complete side of me. I want you to see me for who I actually am, and I'm getting there by doing these recordings like now where I have nothing written down. So anyway, I didn't share it. If you want to see it, let me know. I'll save it for just in case. Because if you really want to see it and you want to see this frantic type of Darlene who spent 15 minutes talking about a really crummy circumstance that went down on Wednesday with my daughter, not with my daughter, with her car and a dealership and a very, very rude man. I am happy to share it with you. And so there's that. The other thing that was on that particular recording was an interaction that I had with a young person that was a third my age that confronted me on just not working hard enough at the shop. And you know what? She's right. However, I felt like she didn't have the entire story, but now it's got me thinking so stinking much about how I need to either do something like get out and sell the shop right away or get in there and do more work. I don't know. But I feel like the way she handled it was obviously not appropriate. In fact, very disrespectful. And she does work there, and it just wasn't handled right. And so I had to confront at least that part of it. And there's that. Nonetheless, Wednesday was not a good day, and the last and final straw was when my dog jumped up on the counter and ate our hamburgers. They were cooked. Nonetheless, he got one of them. I hope he enjoyed it. But I think the funny part of that video when I recorded it was I had talked about a movie that I'd seen a long time ago. It's one of my favorite movies ever. It's called 28 Days with Sandra Bullock, where she's sitting in this group and she is, in this therapeutic group for substance abusers. and they're just all getting on her because she broke the rule, and she just yells at everybody how she is having a bad day. And that is how I felt on Wednesday. I just wanted to yell, I am having a bad day. And if you could just back off, that would be great. That's how I felt by the end of that night. But nonetheless, I think the most important thing that I learned from Wednesday was it got me thinking about so many things, about the importance of continuing to be who I am, to be authentic, to be real. And at the same time, I don't want to be walked on anymore. I have been at that place in my life where I didn't speak up enough, or I should have spoken up, and maybe it might have, helped someone. But then there was also another time in my life where I spoke up entirely too much and it didn't help anybody, including myself. So now I'm at that point in my life where I think I can actually do it, and do it in a way that makes me feel okay afterwards. There's been too many times where I spoke up for myself or my daughters or a situation where I walked away and I was just shaking and my heart was beating, and I knew that I said things that were not good, and I couldn't take any of it back. But on Wednesday, it was better. And I remember telling my girlfriends afterwards, after each challenge that I faced that day, that I actually walked away and I wasn't shaking. I wasn't breathing hard. I wasn't regretting anything. And I was okay. It didn't mean by the end of that night I wasn't feeling something. I mean, I absolutely was. But this particular time, it just got me thinking about a lot of things. And I think that's where I'm at right now. And that's what I talked about the other day when I was saying, hey, I'm finally at a place in time where I'm okay with the challenges and handling them better. And that was absolutely true. I had to laugh, though, when Wednesday came, because it was like, really? So I was just talking about how things were kind of going smoothly, and then it was just like, bam, things just went to heck in a handbasket, like literally. And it wasn't even just all at once. It was like 1, 2, 3 throughout the day, like once every 4 hours or so. But that was life. It sucked. I went to sleep, and the next day things were feeling better, and I didn't have any regrets. But what I did have was an opportunity to really contemplate everything and think about things more, and I think that's a good thing. So I'm not going to take a lot of time, because this is the third video that I've attempted to record for you guys tonight. And as a result, I need to cut this one short. I'll probably come back to some of the things that happened on Wednesday and maybe write them out first and talk a little more about them, in hopes that you can relate to some of these things and we can help one another and we can pray for one another and we can learn from it all. But for right now, my daughter and her boyfriend are downstairs cooking dinner, so I don't want to be late for that. I still have to take a shower, because I think what was super helpful to me was the fact that I did spend about 4.5 hours outside today, and I know that I have not had enough of that. I have definitely not had enough of my outdoor time, and that is something that I know about myself, and that is, if I don't get my hands dirty and, outside raking or mowing or mulching or whatever, I just feel too cooped up, too isolated. I enjoy my home. I love being here, but I definitely need my outdoor time. And I know that we all need something. And so I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with, hey, what is it that you need in your life that maybe you have ignored, and you realize that after a confrontation or a tough time that maybe you took a little bit harder than you should have? Is there something else in your life that you haven't been doing enough of for you? And that was the reason why you took something harder than you probably should have, or you haven't done in a long time. Did that make sense? I hope so. Because I'm not even sure that I could repeat it. I just want to know how you're doing. How's that? How exactly are you doing? And are you taking enough time for yourself? And when you're not, do you realize that? Okay, definitely need to get off of here. I love you guys. Please share, subscribe. You can find me on YouTube, my online blog, Unmaking a Mess. I share those things also on my Facebook post. My Facebook page, all titled the same, Unmaking a Mess. Please share and subscribe. Tell others about it. Leave your comments, because I love it when I actually hear from you guys, even if it's just a, hey, yeah, that really sounds like it sucked, and that's happened to me before. And that's all you guys say. If you got something that you want to share with me that you don't want others to see, please reach out to me. I want to be here for you. So, I am here for you. Remember, ask God to come into your heart and your soul and to be with you, because positively, with Him, things are definitely easier to get through. It doesn't mean that He's going to make things go away. No, not at all. But as we go through these challenges and circumstances, they are handled so much better when He is by your side. So ask Him to be by your side, because I know for a fact, given my life experiences when I did not have Him with me, it was not a pretty situation. All right, gotta run. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I shall be back, hopefully sooner than later, and with more content and everything else. If you have friends that don't like listening to things or watching things, remind them that they can find everything that you listen to here on my online blog. I will take everything that I've recorded here. I will transfer it over to writing and put it on my page. So, love you once again. Gotta go. I know I'm taking so much time saying goodbye. Maybe I just don't want to say goodbye, but I really need to. This one went a lot better, and here I go again, just drawing things out. I'm out of here. Bye.